We want to make progress! We've returned to make progress! Do you believe us? Oh God, no!
So today we're going to finish up Juno Naval Fortress.
Isn't it Juno Naval Fortress? I'm telling you, it's Juno, man.
I don't actually know. No one said it out loud yet.
Yeah, there's good arguments for both Juno and Juno, I guess.
No, it's Junio Naval Fortress. Search your feelings. You know it to be Junio.
Speaking of Junio Naval Fortress, where are the Bittersweet Gamers?
I don't even think we're gonna make any progress at all anymore.
Well,
just
then.
none.
And we swear.
I'll just assume that we're not gonna do anything but some stepping around Lamar.
Let's get to stepping.
Once again, we approach Junio Naval Fortress.
No. It's
Junio. You gotta get the phlegmy
in your voice.
I don't know how to respond to that.
It doesn't merit one.
This is where that old map from Alistair led to.
Got a need for speed!
Yeah.
On top of this bike. Okay, let's just get the bike
Hold
out of the
on.
way.
How did the military not find it setting up these fortifications?
Great coincidence. So is it gonna be another map?
Yep.
Wow, I feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy IX and working on chocographs.
Just like BSG said, the map that came from a map led to a map. Map.
Excuse me? I wasn't really sure where it was going to be, so I planned on kind of combing the highways and looking around, but, yeah, it is, now that I look at the map.
Oh my God.
I swear to Adios if this is a map.
What?
Oh, cool.
Oh, we found the actual treasure. Poetry? Are you effing kidding me? Oh well, we got a high-powered quartz. Why the freak am I running?
I don't know why I'm running, but I've committed now.
Screw you, opinionator. Woo! Never skip leg day, folks.
In other games, this would be a very challenging battle, but probably not in this one.
Well, I don't know about a very challenging battle. The time where you had to fight Colonel Sid in Sky SC, he was hard.
Providence.
You mean we're not actually going to do the battle?
Oh, the battle is going to be with Bardias. They said we're not going to fight him because he doesn't have the time, but he's going to get riled up and come out and join.
Okay, if you say so.
Can I say that it hasn't been that long since the October War for the remnants of the provincial armies reorganized into this unit,
right.
Sure, but for the remnants of the provincial armies to be so friendly towards Thor's, and indeed like the very person who kind of ended their ambitions, doesn't that speak really well
Oh yeah.
of how much better shape the Empire is in?
Oh yeah.
Even though things are still awful?
100%.
Ash is about to get too big for his britches.
Must suck for you to be on cleanup duty because you're second to the Golden Rakshasa, Mr. Brigadier General.
Oh, the battle is on.
You came all the way from Sutherland just to kiss the Marquis's ass while still getting half the respect. That's gotta stress you out, huh?
Dude.
Oh?
Hey, Ash.
Woo! Why not put that amazing spear to work as a way to blow off some steam? Huh, Black Whirlwind?
Who the heck is this guy?
About to die.
Story-wise, Ash is more than one cut above the other students. He seems like he's really about on par with Class 7.
Right?
I mean, I get what little of his backstory we know. It's just, he's done this grandstanding and this bragging and butting in where he shouldn't, and it's worked. I understand the circumstances, but he did whack an awakened McBurn to the face and knocked him to his knees.
I want to see what kind of beast her right-hand man is.
How disrespectful!
No student is worthy of fighting our general.
Yeah, not a student. Ringing would be an honor, but
Shut the hell up, Ash!
you're being too rash.
Hey, that rhymed. Am I? I'd say I'm just a student who's eager to learn. We used Panzer Soldats, but we still lost to that woman 4-1 because she cheated. Schwarzer and Randolph did it, but where does that leave us? Yeah, but...
Kurt, meanwhile, is like, he's got me. He's right.
We were utterly defeated.
So you want a match with Bardias as some sort of revenge?
What? You have no desire at all to fight her right-hand man?
I can go solo if you guys want.
It'll be a very short battle.
This is nuts, but he's tempting me.
It's not something we get to do every day. If he could just... I was only an observer during the Panzer Soldat battles.
I know how this is going to end.
I couldn't keep him quiet if I tried.
Your students have a real fire to them. I'd say you're rubbing off on them as much as her lordship.
Perhaps. Uh-oh.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I'm up for it.
Ah! Ah!
But I won't be treating this as a mock battle. Are you okay with that? Psh, all good to me!
I'm ready to see your spearmanship.
We'll see if the Black Whirlwind really can blow us away.
Beginning battle analysis. It's 5-1. Substitutions are allowed, but I'll stop the fight if I deem it too dangerous. May this be an honorable duel!
All right!
Begin!
Come at me.
Get him down to 10%. Okay, good. I still have the party I had set up.
Good thing Reen wasn't a part of it, huh?
Yeah, it might have messed up the formation. Of course, I'm going to be coming at him with hardcore arts.
Yeah, of course you will.
And Yuna has Keeper and Scald, so she should have a pretty huge break.
I like that Ash was the one who picked the fight instead of him.
Normally, you would get that, oh, I see you're really tough, but this time Ash... I mean, how insolent is Ash, you know? No delay here.
Oh no, we don't have Reen for his brave orders. Oh, never mind. I'd hate for this battle to be tough.
So I stretched out my casting as long as I could before using Divine Song.
To get as much out of it as possible.
Well, with Cast 3 and extremely high speed, Muse and Altina were clearly able to get a lot out.
Resonate!
Yeah,
Divine
like
Song
fast.
Formation! Ha!
And then he just starts with his S-crap.
Well, maybe, and that would suck. That's not so bad.
He is very fast though.
He is very fast, yes, I will not deny that. Look at this delay 2, delay 1,
That's crazy.
freeze 20, and I've got 80 on Diamond Nova. Here we go.
I'm a last the worst. Ha!
How did this happen?
It's still 60% chance.
Oh my god! I can do it again?
Ocean Bell is so broken.
I'll support you.
Thanks!
Thanks for the help. Yes.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
What is even going on?
Well, now that Divine Song is worn off, it's a
Yes.
different story.
Let's just eat some weird Freddy stuff.
No
Thanks, Freddy.
problem.
How is it still gonna be her turn? Oh, finally! Finally, it's not Muse's turn!
That means Bardias can have a turn to not do anything because he got frozen.
Golden Bagel for the arts buff.
No.
It's so tasty.
Here
Cool,
we go!
that was my turn.
Breakthrough! Sledgehammer!
All right,
Take this!
let's see how long he lasts.
Now.
And it's Zero Heart's turn.
I'm a hurt here in a minute, but
You're mine!
Nuh-uh!
take that!
Now.
What is happening, Billy?
Well, I didn't expect the fight to be a problem, but not for the reasons that we're not having problems. What in... Oh my goodness. 60% chance to freeze, get him!
Huh?
Break, 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 gotta break, gotta break.
Take this!
If Ash doesn't do it, the arts will.
Ash won't do it though, and I'm not gonna spend that last brave point.
You're mine!
Well, don't worry, the arts will.
Impressive.
There!
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, this would be bad, huh?
Then who's probably gonna ask crap?
What?
Bam!
My
And it's
turn.
like, what the heck has even happened? Says Bardias.
This is ridiculous.
Arcus activate.
Re-up speed buff. Okay, let's try this. Cutie Bullet isn't gonna charm him or anything.
But it has the power of F.
And it runs off of arts.
Don't look at me like that. Pow!
Take that, Barty-chan!
Now's our chance.
Okay, so it didn't do that much.
I'll
but-
assist.
Our chance!
Oh, what am I doing? I'm an idiot.
It's mine!
Oh, and with Ash's
turn.
Scorpio, it's over, but let me go ahead and Windblade.
Strike! Windblade formation! I got this.
Good game, Bardias. I'm backing him.
Oh yeah, and I guess I could S-craft it with a duel.
I feel like you should finish him with the S-craft just because it's Ash.
Now, let's
No,
dance.
I gotta do this right. Resource management, etc. But
I ain't done with you
come
yet.
on.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah! Helio Raid! Sweet dreams.
Go! I did! What was the point? Oh my god! Be embarrassed, dude! Enough! Let's pretend that something else happened. I wonder what Bardias Wallace was gonna do.
Who knows? We never will.
Does he have an S-craft?
Probably.
He attacked us 3 times and missed with one of them. I'm done.
Damn it. Just another minute.
Meanwhile, Ash secretly thinks to himself, we kicked his butt.
We need more than a minute. Thank you for showing me what you can do. You are truly students of my general. No, of Schwarzer.
Thank you.
I'd say that was well worth the effort.
It was well worth the laughs. What a humiliation. No matter the result, I want you to know you did an excellent job. Because seriously, guys, you kicked his ass. I appreciate the opportunity you gave my students, General.
Not at all. It was a good way for me to let off some steam. But Schwarzer, is that enough for you?
I get to do it too.
I'm sure my and the General's roles in the Northern War still trouble you.
The downside is that Reen ain't really equipped that well. It's not poor, but
Maybe
it's...
they'll let us. I know you snuck into Halias to try and stop our advance. You figured if you caught the Northern Jaeger's leaders, that'd end the war, right? But instead, you ended up protecting a group of civilians from a bunch of archaisms. Let that power of yours go full blast, and passed out. And shortly thereafter, Haliask fell at our hands.
Instructor. This is kind of a brutal psychological blow, but I guess it's also reality and one that Reen needs to be able to face.
I didn't know.
I'd heard stories, but still.
I heard you'd been able to control it to an extent. Why not see your progress with me?
Oh, if I would have known, I would have equipped some different stuff. That's a generous offer. I accept.
Huh?
Instructor. Just like last time. Wow!
A duel between the Black Whirlwind and the Ashen Chevalier.
A winner has to come out of this, but I have no idea who. Kurt, you can officiate our match.
It's all you, Vander.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we get the same music as we did with Le Guin. 8 leaves, 1 blade, intermediate level. Irene Schwarzer will be your opponent.
Bardias' style of spearmanship, Wallace Bardias. Here I come.
All right, begin.
Dark whirlwind, howl!
How generous of them to give us 5 break points.
My problem is I don't have a CPO-tron machine.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So I could probably throw Sledgehammer, then go Spirit Unification to get buffed up. See if I can do some food antics.
Where's the food that grants insight?
I not only have nothing for a CPO-tron, but I think I have terrible Master Quartz that I just stuck on Reen for leveling in the back.
Whoops.
Well, if I lose, I'll just do it again.
Spirit unification!
I pretty much have to do Sledgehammer, don't I? Or maybe I should Iron Will it.
Maybe so. Because that'll let you weather his first few rounds.
So I can see what's actually going on.
Yeah.
But then I may not be able to power up. Well, anyway.
Form up! Iron Will formation!
Let's find out.
It's my turn!
I mean, we're already at a disadvantage. You might as well play as defensively as possible.
Roar! Helix strike!
Violent gale!
Oh, no! You're just gonna enhance right off the bat like that. Too slow.
That's convenient.
It's my turn.
Oh, I actually do have like an evade of 49 or something on Reen.
Oh, thank God. Well, too bad he's not close enough to counterattack.
I'm gonna keep Iron Will up because if he's enhancing,
He's probably gonna have scrap. Yeah.
Get back!
Ugh, that was good. If I can't accumulate CP and I can't really give them to myself, I am kind of in trouble, I guess.
Take that. Yeah, no, you keep Iron Will up until he's not enhanced anymore.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm just here to wait you out, buddy. Yeah, he's hitting really hard.
Let's go!
Okay, I'm gonna use a food to get a strength buff myself.
And also heal at the same time. In fact, that sounds great.
Ha!
That'll be the end of the enhance.
I can keep going.
Okay, so just because they enhance doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna S-craft.
Also, look at his break gauge. Is that where it was?
I think so.
Huh. It really sucks that I can't really use crafts, huh?
You've got a defense buff, so maybe Raging Fire for some measly CP and damage buff.
I think this is it.
Let's go! Raging fire formation!
Well, let's see what happens. Thrilling!
We'll just trade blows with him.
Thrilling!
Ah, but now I'm close enough to counter.
Take this! Get back!
Man, when you can't do anything and the other guy is missing you, it's pretty weird, huh? Wish I had Sophia or something. Then I could come back once if I die.
Oh.
With enough to do an S-craft, no less. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go cook some more Virtuoso Meat Pies. That's what I'm gonna do.
Are you eating in the middle of a battle, Schwarzer?
Nom 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 nom, you be quiet, General. Nom 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 nom.
I guess an army marches on its stomach.
Apple pie.
Ha!
It lasts longer even though it's not
I
as
can
good.
keep going.
Chrono Drive. Kind of a shame about that critical, but at least he don't get it.
I like how you've been actually getting a lot of brave point up turns.
Wait a minute. No, I should do it like this. Then I'll not cast on the critical.
Ah, and then you can use it.
Yeah.
Unless he enhances and manages to jank it because of turn order delay.
Then I deserved to fail the
Third point.
risks I was taking.
Get back!
Violent gale.
I deserve that for the risk that I took.
Iron Will formation!
Just Iron Will?
It's my turn. Arcus, activate. Ha!
Don't S-craft, don't S-craft!
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, come on!
Sorry, everyone.
By like 100 points. Okay, well that's lame, but come back. Do this again. I don't know if my idea is going to work or not, but it's an idea that makes sense. Whether I'm right or wrong, we'll soon see. So I've got Evergreen for the evade and that accuracy, because you don't want to miss in the clutch.
Right.
There aren't going to be that many turns of other characters, so I figured the belt wouldn't be as good as the headband
Right.
for this battle.
Right. Because with 3 other party members, you can recover CP pretty quick.
For Master Quartz, I went with Regulus, since I assume I'm going to be taking a lot of hits.
Makes sense?
And Sophia.
For when the inevitable happens.
Right, we can still get back up, and with 100 CP too. It also gives Shining. I've got Impassion, and I'm going to try to just keep CP up for Spirit Unification.
Just dish out as much damage as you can.
Yeah, and then other than that, I've got the best evade and hit points that I can, as well as powering up speed, and, you know, maybe Tyrrell will be useful, and if not, I got another 800 hit points. And, oh, the Virtuoso Meat Pies, many were cooked. We'll eat our way through this man.
What?
And if this doesn't work, then, I don't know, we'll come up with something.
Dark whirlwind, howl!
Alright, time for round 2.
I admit that perhaps our strategy might be a little too clever. It might not work as well as I'm hoping, but we'll find out. Start with Impassion.
Violent gale.
Yeah, you do that, buddy.
Ha!
Spirit unification! Let's go! Raging fire formation!
Let's dish out as much damage as we
I'm
can,
up.
as fast as we can.
Here's hoping.
Roar! Helix strike!
Uh-oh!
Dodge!
Let's go!
Sucks to be you! That was close.
Roar! Helix strike!
He's almost broken, so...
Dodge! Thanks for the CP, buddy!
It's my turn!
Helix strike!
Almost!
So close!
Oh, God!
I can still fight!
No, I mean, he's gonna fall over broken in one hit, but then what do? Heal?
I guess.
Now, I do have Sophia. I will come back one time. As long as I don't miss... Oh, I have Evergreen, I
Get back!
can't.
What? I can't lose!
Right, I only get the one turn out of it. There's nothing I can do. Okay, we thought about some Ebon Crest shenanigans, and then I was all like, blah, blah, brave point, and Billy is like...
Damon, you're not linked up to anyone. You won't get a brave point.
And that was when I realized he was right!
Ha!
Even still, I've got Ebon Crest for a couple of turns, and if it comes down to it, quite frankly, I do have 14 Brave Seeds,
That's true.
and even 2 Brave Souls. So,
It's a situation where you would use them.
yeah.
Excuse me while I hide behind my students.
Let's go. Ebon Crest.
Ping!
Get back! Violent gale.
Here he goes again!
He heals so
I'm up.
much with it.
Get back!
Gosh!
It's my
At
turn!
least I got a lot of CP out of that pinging. Look,
And he just doesn't take damage.
I'm gonna use a Brave Seed, alright?
Yeah!
I'm a little worried,
Arcus,
but...
activate!
Impassion,
Ha!
and then I'm gonna go after him.
The irony is that you have a Master Quartz equipped to give you more CP when you get damaged.
I've noticed, yes. I guess it would have been better to use Bridget then.
Spirit unification! Get back! I'm up!
Yeah, I can't eat another one of those.
Yeah! Arcane! Gale!
All right, Shining then.
Get back!
Ah, it just doesn't do
Violent
any damage. And of course, he's just gonna go back to this.
I'm up!
God,
So-
that heals so much.
It's like the entire way we're approaching this is wrong.
I can keep going.
You got a 3-point coming up if you can hit it.
I guess I'm gonna try to keep Iron Will up,
Form up! Iron Will formation!
since I can't seem to
It's my
get
turn.
past anything. Okay, get in his face, dang it! It's gonna take a long time for him to put me down
Spirit
at this rate,
unification!
but I can't make any headway
Let's
against
go.
him, which is actually really funny, but what am I supposed to do?
Get back! Get back! Healing strike!
Now, if I could somehow end up with 200 CP and buff Reen's strength,
Then you might be able to get him low enough and knock him down with the 200 CPS craft.
yeah. But I don't, however, think that that's possible for me to do.
I agree with your assessment.
Okay, Evan Crest, don't fail me now. We're gonna try to shoot
Let's
for
go. Evan Crest.
200 CP. Eventually that break gauge will go down. And again, he can't really put us down easily,
But we can't really put him down easily either.
which if you think about it is actually pretty freaking awesome, isn't it?
Arcus,
Yeah.
activate.
Oh, bless you.
Free CP.
It's my turn.
I can't believe you get CP off that. That's so funny.
Violent gale.
And here he goes again. It's like I need to get as much CP as possible. Oh, no, 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 no!
I can keep going.
Healing strike!
Ah, that didn't really do damage either, okay. Please don't down me. God dang it!
It's my turn.
God, that's with the defense buff, too.
Freaking Terror Bomb! I'm a nom another meat pie. Oh, so much meat!
I can keep going.
Spirit unification!
Ah, that was probably the
Let's
wrong
go.
call, but I don't know what's going to work! Gah! Now I'm making mistakes.
Healing strike!
That's just the only way I can do damage.
Healing strike!
Gah! Well, I guess he's gonna break the stalemate since I only have one more Tyrol bomb.
Take this.
Well, since this seems to be a bust as well, what about this utterly insane, terrible idea that I should not do?
Go for it. What have we got to lose?
If I go Raging Fire, I will squeak out some more damage,
Uh-huh.
right? I then throw a Meat Pie,
Uh-huh.
alright? No, let me get one more turn, because then I'll have 200 CP, and unless he enhances. If he doesn't enhance this turn, which he's probably going to, then I have some kind of BS strategy to prey on. Now that I think about it, it's totally not gonna work. Let's do it anyway.
Yeah. This may be your last Virtuoso Meat Pie. Savor it.
Oh, tastes like moss!
I can keep going.
I'm going to die! You didn't enhance?
I'm up.
Oh, you fool.
Billy, you're laughing madly, but you understand I'm going to fail with this, right?
I'm very optimistic right now.
Let's go! Raging fire formation!
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It's not gonna do enough damage.
My blade, calm as still water. Now! Ha! Seventh slash! Fallen leaves!
Are you an idiot?
Let's go!
What are you doing, you idiot?
I think you might be an idiot.
Are you throwing this match? Dang, if I could only use Helix. I guess I could Raging Fire again with my last Brave Point, giving me 10 more CP, which gives me enough CP to use Helix, and this is my last buff turn. And it's gonna be more damage than anything else I can do.
I pray for the crit.
It could happen, or, it does some damage.
Well, at that point, if he doesn't enhance after this turn,
Then I
he's
win.
toast.
Then I've got him, yeah. But he's gonna enhance.
Let's go! Raging fire formation!
Those 10 CP add up!
I'm up!
Ah!
Roar! Helix strike!
Oh, good!
Are you...
Oh, man!
No, this is good. This is perfect. I wanted to take me out, remember? Okay, first off,
I'm
he
up.
just threw the fight to me like a moron because of my evade. Second, he has a 50%.
Oh my god!
No, he didn't throw the fight. Billy, I can't stop the 50%.
Can't you beat him with the art though? Isn't he close enough? You just need to do like 3,000 damage.
I don't have a buff. I can't do that damage. I have no brave points. Oh, okay,
You have
okay.
magic fire up. Oh.
Okay, no, all I have to do is just...
Woo!
Okay, so should I...
You should meat pie, yeah.
Meat pie!
The Virtuoso Meat Pie saves the day!
The Virtuoso Meat Pie is the best!
Yeah!
Yeah! Oh no!
I can keep going.
So much
Let's go!
meat!
Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat!
Do not make this worse! Billy, I'm gonna hit him in the face,
And then
get
your last
100
breath.
CP. Yes.
Make it so.
Ah!
My blade,
Yeah!
calm as still water. I was foolish. This is the blade of the 8 leaves.
That was the dumbest crap, and we lucked out at the end.
We take those.
Maybe he could only enhance like 9 times or something.
Maybe. I just don't know if the enemies have a limit, because sometimes they don't seem to.
Perhaps we actually weathered through all the enhancing he could do. That ridiculously long match is over.
Well done.
Yeah, that was an epic battle of stalemateness where neither side could down the other, but, I mean, I was just about done. But, I mean, so was he, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I relied on my power.
And the power of the Virtuoso Meat Pie.
And the meat pie! A little too much!
Yeah!
Instructor, you must have put on like 9 pounds in that battle from all the calories you ate.
Damn, did that really happen? You were amazing, Instructor Reem.
You just refused to fall over and die. Like a cockroach, you held on. Even as your head was chopped off, you lived for another week. It's been an honor, General. This match with you has made me feel that I can better myself, and that I need to collect more clear gelatin from more meat pies.
The honor is mine.
Let me hand you one of those meat pies so you can try one too, sir.
The way you fight has also given me perspective. I'm sure her lordship felt the same when seeing you.
She was BS, sir. She petrifies. She petrifies you with the craft!
Well, to be fair, my craft usually kept missing and you kept resisting what the status was, so But we chose our paths. We became government soldiers to defend a dying army. That's a burden I intend to carry long into the future.
How interesting. Like, he's fully aware of all the connotations of that.
So you walk your chosen path, as one who proudly carries the torch of Thor's.
Thank you, sir.
I gotta go lie down, Jeeves.
Thank you for coming. I'm sure your being here has lifted the spirits of my recruits. It was really great for us, too.
Thank you for the opportunity.
That last fight was absolutely worth it.
If you say so!
This wasn't so bad. You're such a pain.
You'll never change.
You love it.
Are you heading to Ortus later, General?
Yeah, there have been quite a few intriguing revelations these last few days.
There sure have.
I'll be meeting with Lords High Arms and Alberea along with Lady Ragnar. But no matter their input, it won't change that Marquis Ballard is the one overseeing the Unified Region's army.
Do everything you can to cut him out of the loop, sir. I suppose.
That old joke was drunk out of his skull. It's hard to think of him as a duke. I just think of him as part of fulfilling my duties.
So he's your responsibility, your burden.
Just as you ought to focus on your special operations missions.
Understood. If you'll excuse us, General, we're going to limp back to the Derflinger and take 10 showers.
Whew, that mock battle was a way bigger deal than I was thinking it'd be.
It was well worth doing, I'd say.
Damn, is there any way to get through them and that monster of a principal?
It's impossible.
You learned a thing or two yourself, didn't you, instructor?
Yeah, I learned that the theory I had for the setup for that battle was a terrible one, and I should have done something much different and would probably win much more easily doing it again.
But we still won!
But I still won, and so it still counts. Yeah, that's right. But it doesn't mean we've resolved all the issues with Northumbria. I was just able to resolve something more personal.
Instructor,
I'm glad to hear that.
you did good to push that guy to the brink, even though this is all my fault.
It was an honor to watch. Thanks. I'm proud of you guys, too. What do you mean, fault, Ash? Now, let's resume our missions.
You can thank me for picking a fight with him now. Now that we're done with that battle worthy of nightmare difficulty, it's time to move on.
Still, I can't help but feel like I played it all wrong, but it all worked out in the end.
And that's what's really important.
Probably stacking break and damage, and just going for an all-in offensive burst.
You're from Thor's branch campus, yes? Lord Eustace told us you'd be coming.
What's wrong with your voice? You look like a totally normal young guy.
You may pass, but please be mindful and respectful of the council participants.
You need to be respectful of people coming by yourself. Ah, this is a nice group. We're here, Eustace. You came.
Did you call for them?
Well, hello again.
Reen, how nice to see a friendly face.
Good to see you again, your lordship.
My thoughts exactly. My Reen, it seems new Class 7 has added a member or two since I've seen you last. But it doesn't look as though you're here for a personal visit. Is something amiss?
Allow me to explain. It's something of a personal matter, but...
We've got a member MIA.
Eustace explained how they lost contact with Millium the night before.
Orion's gone silent?
I'd heard she was in the neighborhood, but...
The timing bodes rather ill. Have you spoken to anyone about this?
Yes, both the Intelligence Division and the Railway Military Police. But neither of them had any information, and they told me to follow up if I heard anything.
That doesn't inspire confidence.
If anything, it just makes things worse. I swear, what could she be doing?
Aw, someone's concerned. Allie.
We'll handle the search for Millium from here. The disappearance of an Intelligence Division agent could point to a larger conspiracy, And given the timing of the Imperial Provincial Council and the field exercises, we all know what this larger conspiracy involves. Placing it right in line with the rest of our missions. Any objections?
Not a one. It's distressing to think that this could have happened in a place like this.
Let's make finding Millium our top priority. Really? Thank you, everyone.
Sure, we can say that, but how the hell are we supposed to find her? This city's stupid big, and you're not giving us jack to start with. Ash, think about who you're talking to.
It's fine. If you're looking for clues, start here in Ortus. It seems as though she found a lead here yesterday.
I was eating something really tasty when I got some even more delicious info. It was a Virtuoso Meat Pie!
Yeah, those are great! That certainly sounds like Millium. That's good enough to start with. I'll call you when we find something. Or not, since you'll be dealing with the council.
I'll make arrangements so you can contact us even while the council's underway.
What do you want?
Is there some problem with us being here?
If it isn't Marquis Ballad, oh how lovely.
You may be on a really high social level and agitating to become the highest ranking noble in the land, but, you know, Marquis High Arms is kind of an important person too. What a pleasant surprise.
Oh, Marquis High Arms, Lady Angelica, hello! Look at this! The four great houses united once more!
I mean, that is the case. It's pretty interesting.
Oh, that's right. Eustace, Patrick. I thought you should know that the Brigadier General requested the deployment of soldiers to the canyon, but I shut him down.
Why did you do that, you idiot?
Because I suck. You did what?
There are multiple Jaeger Corps engaging in open combat in that area right now. What were you thinking?
Bah, whatever happens at the canyon is of no concern to the people of Ortus.
It is in the same province. Are you saying that you only have one city in Lamar Province? Oh, future ruler of Lamar Province? What about the people who live next to the canyon? Are they not good enough for you?
Well, as long as the nightclub was still intact, I don't really care.
Do you just want to become a city-state? Goodness! Also, the four great houses are reunited if we don't count Ballad, because, you know, Muses. Muses? Muses?
What is this, some sort of weird fusion dance combination?
Yeah, sounds like allergy medication.
Besides, we should avoid any unnecessary military expenditures during the Imperial Provincial Council. I should have taken a bigger breath before I said that. It's not like I'll be traveling to Raquel during the council anyway,
Good
so
lord!
who cares?
Good lord, you suck! Also, I had forgotten that Ballad was the stupid guy on the Lusitania at the beginning of Trail's Third, so thanks for letting us know, everybody.
Yeah.
Some random person in town said that right before the incident with the Lusitania, where essentially Kevin brought the airship down, well, then the Jaegers, it was Northern, Ballad had already sold it, so he actually made a gigantic profit off that. He didn't have anything to do with it, but he made a gigantic profit off that terrorist attack. Essentially, he is only good at one thing, and that is making money, and he is the luckiest man in the world at making money.
Did he really just say that out loud?
How is he going to successfully wrangle becoming the next Duke Cayenne?
By having money, I guess. I don't know.
I can't believe him.
What's more, the provincial armies operate at the discretion of the Imperial government.
Which means you, the most powerful noble and a lapdog of the Imperial government, meaning everybody loves you.
Why shouldn't they focus on protecting me and the other nobles here?
Because people live in Raquel? What do you think Marquis High Arms or temporary head of the House Alberea would do?
Yeah.
If one of their towns were threatened?
That barbarian should thank his lucky stars that he even gets to stand in the presence of such greatness.
What?
Is he talking about Wallace? Is he calling Wallace Bardias a barbarian?
You son of a bitch!
You saw everyone else's reaction like, what did you just say?
The people of Nord, since the time of Emperor Dreichels, have had, so we are told, a long history of serving in the Imperial Army. Furthermore, though we don't know his backstory, General Bardias is also a noble. Is there an effing problem? Nobody else talks like this.
How dare! Your lordship, the family of Baron Bardias has long been held in the highest esteem in Sutherland. I would ask you to refrain from making such comments.
What have the people of Nord done for the Empire, and for how long have they done it? And vice versa. They are happy to be part of the Empire, and you would note they have not been annexed like some of the other independent territories around.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only people outside of Erebonia that Osborne is actually respecting the independence of is Nord.
Yeah.
To be fair, Nord is basically part of Erebonia anyway.
Right.
But still, how effing dare you?
Well, clearly I was uninformed. But this brings up another concern. Isn't our obsession with old nobility preventing us from getting in touch with the modern world?
Fair enough, I more or less agree with that.
What?
Which leads me to my next point. I've been talking with members of the Imperial government about the future. We have an Aragon mine operating at full capacity and have already completed the development of 4 railway cannons.
What does that have to do with abolishing the nobility or whatever? I mean,
Right?
I don't have a problem with the abolishing of the nobility, but if you do it by the sword or try to do it too fast, what do you think's gonna happen? Civil War Part 2? Who are you threatening?
Right? Wait, really?
Who's gonna be in this guy's camp?
It's hard to believe anyone would.
From talking to some of the people around town, they
No
understand.
one likes him.
Even the people who are on his side don't like him, but they're just trying to curry favor with someone who's this powerful. Is that true? 4 more of those railway cannons? It is. It seems like they're supplying the Imperial Army.
I'm not a fool like my nephew Rory, whatever his name is.
I'm sure you loved him very much. And that was Cayenne.
Yeah. I look at the trends, then I act quickly and decisively when I'm not drunk.
Croa, the sad thing is he's not really wrong about that.
Let's just hope the other members of the council can do the same.
Is he threatening war with the Empire? I mean, the Republic?
I'm not entirely sure.
Is he threatening all the other nobles?
He's just the worst.
There is literally nothing redeeming about this man. I would like to borrow lots of money from him and then get him thrown in jail.
You should tell him as much, Yuna.
Like the rest of the great houses are here. Can't they do something? But what it is he's in Osborne's pocket. Well, they haven't said the names Osborne and Ballad together, but they keep saying the Imperial government and people around town. He's
in Osborne's pocket.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm afraid we don't quite have time. We need to look for Millium. Marquis High Arms, Angelica, Eustace, Patrick. Good luck with the council. It's just because Osborne has him under his thumb.
Like, he was kind of declaring war against the other houses, kind of.
Yeah, the thing is no matter how many of the other great houses oppose him, he's the only one of the extremely powerful nobles directly backed by Osborne, so because it seems like the rest of the great houses would be, excuse me, who are you?
Uh-huh.
Thank you. It seems we will need it.
The government won't serve one man's self-interest on our watch. We'll take care of this. Find Millium.
And do be careful.
So, what's the plan? Seems like Millium managed to gather important info while snacking her way through town.
She's always looking for new food to try. Even if I ask her to focus on our mission, it's amazing she can complete anything at all.
There's clearly a method to her madness if she regularly manages to uncover such valuable information.
I know, but it's still stupid. In that case, why don't we follow in her footsteps? Visit some famous restaurants around the city? We should check the food stalls set up for the summer festival, too. Any recommendations, Muse?
Let me think. Well, the food stalls should have started running yesterday, and of those, Granny's ice cream in the business district is supposed to be the best.
Good to know. Ice cream sounds very Millium.
It does. There's also the Sea Breeze Tavern and an inn to the north. Their bouillabaisse is famous for capturing all the flavors of the sea. It sounds so tasty!
One whiff of the scent and she'd be drawn right in.
Oh, and we mustn't forget about Miranda, a tavern in the harbor. Some people travel to the seaside for the owner's crispy fisherman's paella alone. Man, just hearing about it's got my mouth watering.
Yeah, me too. Any one of those places could be a likely stop for Millium. All right, we've got a plan. Let's check them out.
Roger!
Oh, I'm getting hungry. Is it not possible for me to stand still without somebody just coming up all up on? What is up with this?
So what are you wearing?
Ah! I'm trying to say something for this video! Get out of my way! Ugh!
We are now going to look for food. I mean, Millium. Millium was at Miranda's yesterday afternoon. She asked about the waves and the sea. They were calm.
Meaning it might be easy to sail off to some island somewhere?
Why would she have to sail? She could fly.
We're not talking about Millium, but the people she's looking for.
Touché. She was at the Sea Breeze at 3 p.m. That's also in the afternoon. She asked about ruins from the Dark Ages.
An island that one might sail to. What? Briony Island! How do you not know that?
Quest Guy knows that. It's not Quest Guy's fault. David always so mean to Quest Guy. But Quest Guy show him. You just wait, David. Millium ordered a 5-scoop ice cream cone yesterday. She is going to get fat.
Although there are many reasons, and I will not talk about any of it. I hate ice cream, and ice cream hates me.
Briony Island. It's Briony Island. That's where she went. Let's be serious. Yeah, right there. That's Briony Island. Quest Guy knows this.
That's the third clue. We've gathered some good intel. Right, we should have a better idea of where she was going.
Why not organize all the info we've gotten so far?
Of course we know where she's going.
First, look at all the places she visited. Good idea. It isn't hard to figure out the order in which she visited them.
Well, it's certainly not from the times listed.
Yeah, basically the time is irrelevant because we have afternoon 3 p.m. and afternoon. We can use both the time and place to narrow down her final destination.
Let's do it then.
Okay. Well, she asked about the island and then ruins.
Inland ruins, specifically.
And she asked about the condition of the sea. Actually, I don't know about is it hard. Let's think about this for a second.
Okay, I think we visited them in reverse order. She had to have already known about Brionia Island because Intelligence Division.
Yeah, and Class 7 knows about it. I mean, she wasn't part of it, but yes, people know about this place.
Right, and she knows there's an Animus Shrine there, which is where Ouroboros, which means that there's a Septium Vein there, which Ouroboros has been using to charge up the ions.
Yeah, in the other chapters, they find the places on top of, like, spirit veins.
Yeah. So then she asks about inland ruins to make sure there's no other possible location for the base. And finally, she must have asked about the condition of the waves.
Like the sea.
Of the sea, to see how likely it was that someone could sail out to it and back over the last couple days. right?
Sailing out there seems to be the only thing that makes sense, since you could easily do it without attracting attention. Otherwise, we're just talking about teleporting Ouroboros members, so there's got to be, all the Jaegers and stuff.
Right.
But there's no reason for her to ask about the condition of the sea first, right?
Yeah.
And there's no reason for her to ask about the condition of the sea second, right? Why would she go, there's this island that I know about, and by the way, can you sail there? Wouldn't it seem like she'd already made up her mind?
Yeah.
And that's the tavern, Miranda's. And that's the last of them and two of them.
Yeah, so it can't be the top one.
It's certainly not asking about that first. That doesn't make sense.
Right.
Why would she ask about that instead of a location, right?
That makes sense.
But are you sure that she asked about the inland ruins? Okay. When she was at the Sea Breeze Inn, she was specifying that the ruins were inland.
Yeah.
Why would she specify about them being inland if she didn't already have something not inland,
Right.
something out to sea in mind, right?
Right. Otherwise, she would have been asking about ruins in general and not specifying.
But she did specify, and that makes sense, I think. I think you're right. I think you're right about the order.
Well, let's go.
I mean, you could kind of come up with a bunch of different explanations, but I think that's right.
I think it was this order. If we compile all the information we have on hand.
Okay, then that was it. What conclusion can be reached? Well, she's going to the island. Like, we all knew that from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all starting to come together. Millium became interested in the island just offshore. She then went around to confirm if there were any ruins of note inland and came up empty.
After that, she went to see if the sea was calm enough to cross.
Oh, I guess she could have done that to cross herself, but
She could fly.
She
could fly!
and the first time we saw her, she was flying over the Nord Highlands.
Yeah!
Thinking it'd be about other people sailing. And it was upon confirmation that she crossed them alone last night.
Though to be fair, they'd probably see her coming a mile away if she flew.
Whereas it wouldn't be unusual to see a ship heading that way to a tourist destination.
Yeah, all of that makes perfect sense.
After we sorted it out,
But why she decided to go there is still a mystery to us.
to you guys, but not to Reen. It doesn't appear to be on the orders of the Intelligence Division either. It's possible that it has something to do with the old Class 7. Some of my former classmates actually went there during their field studies. We have talked about that a few times.
For real? That's a funny coincidence.
Obviously not. Our class was large enough that we'd split into two groups, A and B, and I was always in A. Isn't that weird? I was part of Group A. Fee, Laura, Elliot, and Machias were in Group B that time, and stayed on that island for a couple of nights. I'm sure Millium knows the story, even if she wasn't part of the class yet. She might have taken an interest in what they did.
Wasn't she looking for Ouroboros?
Well, I thought she was looking for the Jaegers, but that's also sort of the same thing.
Yeah?
That could be it.
Then everyone in Group B seen the Guardian?
Yeah, why didn't you mention that earlier? Though, of course, we, the players, know about this.
What's that?
Even before we saw the scene in front of it, we, the players, knew about this from the Group B conversation from Cold Steel 1 that they talked about.
Yeah, I got no clue what you're talking about.
How did you not know, Ash?
I can't know everything, come on!
They did, yeah. There's a gigantic statue somewhere on the backside of the island. Really gigantic, about 100 ards tall. That's really big. 100 ards tall? That's extraordinary.
I can't really picture it in my head, but is it like the size of a skyscraper?
Slightly shorter than Daitarn 3 and Ideon.
What are those? I've heard about it, of course, but I've yet to see it. Anyway, let's go talk to some people at the dock.
Good idea. The clerk from yesterday might know something. Yes, Instructor.
Let's get a move on then. By the way, what's that island actually called? Oh yeah, I don't know it either.
There should be an official name, right? Yeah. I'm surprised I didn't say it earlier.
Sorry.
Even though BSG and especially Quest Guy have been shrieking it at the top of their lungs.
It's called Briony Island.
Hey you, Briony Island, we go.
6 tickets, please.
Oh, the clerk at the harbor didn't see Millium? Oh, she flew like we've been saying. Smug vindication.
That's why I thought the ship had to do with other people sailing there.
The professor might know something? Oh, it's him! It's him! It's the suspicious professor!
Lumen! The man who has nothing to do with Ouroboros, which is why he came back from Briony Island.
Uh-huh.
Oh!
Wait, isn't he? Do you know him?
Hello, suspicious professor. Professor Lumen.
Oh, it's you guys. What a coincidence. I didn't expect to run into you here.
It's good to see you, completely non-suspicious man. The last time we saw you was at the boathouse in Crossbell.
You are students at the branch campus, right? I'm glad to see you're doing well. Oh, it looks like you have a few fresh faces. It's nice to meet you. You meet this guy during our last field exercises or something?
Yeah, Professor Lumen's a professor at the Imperial Academy.
Of course he is.
I also seem to remember him saying that he had run out of time and had to return to the Imperial Academy. What's he doing here?
Oh, he must be quite the academic then. This guy's supposed to be a teacher? He sure ain't dressed like one.
Hey, Indiana Jones was a prestigious archaeologist and professor at a university.
Ash! It's fine. It's true that my getup is a little dirty after my field work.
Field work? Where are you talking about?
Briony Island, right off the shore. I left early in the morning to examine the geography, and I just got back. That's...
Perfect timing.
Isn't it?
And a suspicious coincidence.
Oh, what's going on?
I'm sorry to bother you after a long day's work, but could we ask you something? Reen moved somewhere else to ask him about Millium.
Oh yeah, we captured her. I mean, this girl. She talked to me yesterday afternoon. Right here, actually. Really? Yeah, I was measuring the topography in this area of the bay. I was investigating the relationship between the shore and the island. She talked to me here and asked me about the history of the island. She left an impression on me, given that she seemed very knowledgeable for her age.
That sounds like her.
So she went back after that and then flew over there at night.
Oh, that girl. Professor, did you happen to see her on the island?
Maybe. I was there since this morning, but I was too preoccupied with my survey.
Did you see any Jaegers on the island?
Maybe.
Did you see any members of the secret society Ouroboros on the island?
No.
Okay, you must be telling the truth.
The island is fairly big, so I may have simply overlooked her. She's so tiny. There are monsters on the island, so if she is there, she may be in danger from the monsters on the island.
Just the monsters, right? I thought this is a tourist destination. What are there monsters here for? You're right.
We need to go look for her. We can rent a small boat from here, too.
Yeah, once we're ready, let's head over there.
Oh, please, allow me to help you.
Thank you, Professor.
I'm glad I could help, but now I'm worried.
Yeah, you can take my boat, which will not explode on the way there. I mean, it won't.
Or have a tracking device or something. If you're going there, take this.
Ah, I see.
I noted the areas that collapsed. You won't be able to get through.
Don't investigate the areas that you have marked then, right?
Yeah. You catch on quick. Thank you.
Good luck with your fieldwork.
Good luck with your fieldwork. Thank you. I'm going to head back to the inn now, but I will see you around. The boat ride is about 30 minutes. Be careful. Now, goodbye.
You know, he said, I'll see you again. I'm sure of it last time, too. We should get ready and head out.
Is anyone else getting weird vibes off him?
Everyone. Yeah, we better be well prepared just in case. That means quit messing with the equipment on Reen and quit dumping bad master quartz on him for the inevitable duels against powerful opponents. But I'm gonna do it anyway. After that, Reen arranged to rent a small boat. Reen and company used their Arcus 2 to update everyone else about their situation, and headed over to the island on the boat, with Yuna at the controls.
We're all gonna die.
Now, she picks up machines real well. She drives, remember?
Yep. Here we are. On a boat.
Looks like Class 7 has some new faces.
Hello, Azure Siegfried.
But this will probably be the end of them.
I am wondering, he must really not have his memories.
Yeah.
He'd never say something like that about Reen.
Right?
Even if he was resolved to be Reen's enemy, which is the state in which he has spent most of Cold Steel in,
Right?
he wouldn't say that.
It's foolish of them to go to that island. The eastern winds are blowing.
The eastern winds? The destruction of the land or something?
That or he's talking about Gaius. Maybe we'll run into him here.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. Nord's in the east and, he's wind bro.
We'll need to circle just outside the bay.
With a small boat, that'd be 20-30 minutes at the longest. Ergetlam moves at about the same speed.
So she flew across the sea overnight. You think she might have drowned?
No!
I'm just teasing the squirt. Don't say that, stupid!
The weather was pleasant yesterday. We found that out in our investigations, remember? The sea should have been calm. Instructor, can Millium swim? Yeah, pretty well, as it happens. I'm sure she went to the island with Ergetlam.
My bad.
You are mean. You don't have to be happy about it.
The intelligence division is so, strange.
I don't understand what you're saying.
All of it. Major Lecter, Millium, and even you, Allie. Info on Clom Soleus is all classified, isn't it?
It is, but that's not why I haven't told you anything. The most I can say is that Clown Soleus and I were part of a workshop. Beyond that, I don't know. My memories were erased.
Huh.
Doesn't that mean that Lecter knows about it? His memories weren't erased.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Hey, the hell is this gloomy shit?
It's just as complicated for Millium. The place is called the Black Workshop, and it's affiliated with Ouroboros. It now also appears to have ties to the Imperial government. That fact is so under wraps that even the Intelligence Division isn't aware. That's not true. Of course they know about that. Osborne told us in front of Lecter, Millium, Claire,
Yeah.
Rufus. Indeed, Millium and Major Arundel have no idea, but that doesn't sound right. It's most likely only one person knows of it. Am I wrong? Didn't Osborne?
No, he did straight up say that.
Why would the other people there not listen?
Hey.
No! Why must you do this with people's fathers?
I don't know. Chancellor Gilead Osborne. A man with enough power to head the Imperial government while founding the Intelligence Division and the RMP.
I've been acutely aware of him of late.
Join the club.
He removed the Vander family from their post before sending my brother and father to the outskirts of the country.
He also led the annexation of Crossbell. He's something. Major Claire and Millium are called his Ironbloods, right? Oh yeah, pretty sure they're famous? Arundel and the Governor General are Ironbloods too.
Correct. They're a group directly under the Chancellor. I don't know about Major Lecter, but Millium was taken in by him from the Black Workshop. That's a little different from me. I was loaned by the workshop to Lord Rufus. I was then told little more than I was to be used for the Noble Alliance's purposes.
Allie, little rabbit here ain't shy about dropping bombs.
Doesn't matter. We're friends as much as we are classmates.
And seeing how long you two have been in his class, I'm sure you have some steamy stories about our hunky instructor. You are so weird.
Nothing steamy. We're close. Huh, the last conversation in Cold Steel we had on a boat was about witches, wasn't it?
I think you're right.
Yeah, it looks like a giant rock with a few nice-looking trees and a cool waterfall. Yeah, why would a tourist want to go here? Well, to look at the giant statue that nobody seems to know about or talk about. But tourists come here?
If they're interested in the ruins.
So this is Briony Island.
Wow, this place is a crazy vibe.
Well, the island does stand as a testament to animism. The altar just serves to make that more apparent.
That's right. Worshippers often come to visit just after the summer festival.
So we're right before the busy season, huh?
I'm guessing that's the inn the old man mentioned?
Yeah, where my former classmate stayed on their field study. There's a possibility Millium stayed there too, so that should be the first place we check.
It would be a good place to set up a repeater so we can communicate as well. So would the altar, and the Guardian too.
Well, we probably can't do it in front of the Guardian. to get coverage over the island, I get you.
Right.
I kind of want to look at that map some more. I suggest we search the island's perimeter, though I'm afraid I don't know how long that might take. An island of this size should only take us about 2 hours. Still, we'll need to keep an eye out for monsters and everything else. Stay on your guard. Right.
Didn't think I'd end up searching some deserted island today. Never a dull moment with Class 7.
It really doesn't look all that big. This map looks big, but using the eyeball power, I kind of wonder if this isn't just a whole place.
Yeah.
Well, that would be nice, I guess. Suppose we'll check out the inn. Huh. Doesn't look like anyone's here. You're right, I don't sense anyone.
This place seems pretty clean for that kid being here.
It's possible she didn't plan to stay long like the professor.
I can't help but worry. My Arcus is out of range too. The repeater we brought ought to fix that.
True. Do you mind installing it? Communication skills at work.
I heard from Eustace. The Imperial Provincial Council started, so let's hope she's found soon.
Oh, I really want to hear about that. Yeah, I'm sure he's been worried sick.
Any problems with the Council? According to Patrick, it's been going without a hitch. Marquis Ballard is trying to take the lead, though, so Marquis Higharms and Angie seem a little miffed.
He must be trying to shift power in his favor, of course.
At least he's being stupid obvious about it.
And apparently is coming in with less power than we might have thought.
It's still worrying that he's doing it at all.
Well, there's nothing more we can do about that other than leave it to those present. Right. They'll be fine. And you be careful too, Tilla.
Sure thing, Reed. Keep me in the loop if anything comes up.
Let's begin the investigation. This lodge only has the bare minimum, but it should do as a base. We can come back here if we need to take a break. For now, let's go around the island. We've been trying to rush to hurry up and get here, but it doesn't seem as though the game wanted to cooperate with our desired pace.
That's about normal, though, isn't it?
Well, at this point, we've got to be done with most of the run-aroundy for the chapter, right?
Yeah, because after this, something bad should happen at the council and we'll all need to, deal with that, you know?
Maybe. Well, we'll find out.
The hunt for Millium begins next episode! Or continues, actually. We've been hunting her for... I'll stop.
There, Billy. It's okay.
Thank you. Sometimes it just gets so hard.